Davis is there. Groucho and
Orson Welles, Marlon Brando. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And, I watched these in the 60s and 70s. It just seems like such a better time when I watch. And I think of the showbiz and these great actors and these personalities. I just feel like we don't have today.
I try to tell them all about the 60s and 70s, but it doesn't take for me. But why learn from you?
We all have our ages.
There was also the oil crisis and problems. But can you dispel that notion for me, or was it truly better back then?
I read those names off to a guy on a radio interview the other day, and the way it occurred to me was these were redwoods. Today there are mostly elm trees. Now that's a condescending thing to say because we have great actors today. You don't get any better than Meryl Streep or Robin Duvall. There's any 50 actors I can name. But there's something, did you say legendary? The size of those people is somehow more difficult to grow into today. Like John Wayne, my God.
Yeah. Is Christian Bale the John Wayne of today? I mean, is that... Is that essentially the comparison to make?
Wally Cox, lots of people. Wally Cox was a giant in small size.
It's the Clint Howard today. Yeah.
Oh, what would you, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Might have been good.
Well, actually, I can assure you it wasn't, but my next remark was going to be, again, watching these episodes, I'm most struck by the pauses and the breaks in the action and the pacing of your shows. That by today's standards, I think would be considered dead air.
A pause can be a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would be an example of what you're talking about in there, but the wonderful 90-minute show with Bette Davis that's on there. And about 20 minutes in, I just thought, as I did with Hepburn, isn't this great? It's going so well. The audience is loving it, and millions of people will get to see it through the years. I had that thought while I was sitting there. It's a bad thought to get while you're sitting there, because you forget what you're about to say, and you notice your guests' lips have stopped moving, and you have no idea what they just said. And you say, do you pee in the shower, or something, just to get some general question.
Right. That was actually my next prepared question.
Have that handy on a kind of a little sampler or something. It didn't go well with Averil Harriman, but 2, 3, 4. But
R. Kelly for the modern times, I guess. I don't know.
See if you'd support me on this.
Yeah.
Bette Davis, going great. She's just said it took a lot of work to make me look this good tonight. She was just funny as hell, so smart. Great screen actress. And I just suddenly said, Betty, why did you agree to come here tonight? I mean, you're famous for not caring for this sort of thing, publicity of it and so on. And she said, you may have seen it since I did, but in effect, she says, well, you're a gentleman, Richard, and I feel like I'm in good hands. Now, can you identify with my saying what I had to say next, which was, so how'd you lose your virginity, Betty?
Yes.
And she
There was an opening there. Right?
Yeah.
Boy, I see why you grew up so fast. Can you wash your dad's mouth out with soap? Anyway, and when the laugh from that finally came down with excellent timing and placement, she said, I'll tell you. You'll have to buy the DVD.
Yeah, it's an interesting
but
story.
She did. Actually, I'll let you in. She said, I waited until I married. And this conservative sentiment was applauded by everyone in the audience. Then she said, and I don't recommend it. I was 26 years old and the weight nearly killed me. And the kids today, their way is better. Because kids married in my day because of their first sex and decided they were in love with her, and they were. And she was very eloquent.
Yeah,
very
so wicked practice, she said.
Oh, and the same audience applauded.
Right.